Hello, my name is Rick Haggard. I'm Senior Vice President of Services at Vertana, and we are thrilled to be part of the AppDynamics Transform 2020. Vertana is a member of the AppDynamics Integration Partner Program, and we are a leader in AI-powered hybrid infrastructure management for mission-critical workloads. This talk is broken into 4 sections. First, I'll speak about how AppDynamics and Vertana provide enterprises with access to a critical combination of infrastructure and APM capabilities that accelerate the AIOps and cloud journey and deliver stellar user experiences. Second, I'll summarize our perspective on the cloud migration journey, key questions that need to be answered, key risks that must be mitigated, and the unique capabilities that we bring to the table. Third, I'll discuss our cloud migration readiness process and how that leverages Vertana's unique product set and IP and complements AppDynamics' capabilities. In conclusion, I'll summarize how you can leverage Vertana and AppDynamics as a key part of your cloud migration journey. AppDynamics and Virtual Wisdom deliver the best-in-class integrated approach to full-stack visibility and actionable insights. This insight extends end user to business process to application to infrastructure based on a highly granular monitoring and a shared understanding of the entire stack. Virtual Wisdom ingests AppDynamics application service mapping to enable application-specific infrastructure topologies for shared context. Virtual Wisdom also ingests AppDynamics events to correlate with performance and anomalies detected by Virtual Wisdom on the supporting infrastructure. AppDynamics creates flow maps and monitors utilization and performance of the application calls along the east-west axis of the data center. These flow maps focus on how applications and services use compute and network infrastructure. Virtual Wisdom complements these discovery and service mapping capabilities by providing insight into the data path of the applications and services via vertical discovery and mapping, the north-south axis. Vertana has built our business on understanding our customers' workloads and infrastructure health, utilization, and performance better than anyone in the industry. This puts us in a unique position to utilize our products and intellectual property to break down and de-risk the cloud journey. Our ability to link applications workloads to infrastructure and apply our analytics to things like understanding the application and infrastructure dependencies, profiling application performance, and mapping applications to cloud instances that deliver the performance they need, and the ability to test the performance prior to the migration. Baselining the current infrastructure performance and selecting a right-sized cloud configuration can save millions in over-provisioning. I have an example later in the presentation will show an actual client customer situation. Accurate testing workload performance on the target cloud configuration to migration, prior to migration, will dramatically lower the risk of performance challenges. This is a unique capability provided by Vertana to play actual workloads in their cloud targets prior to any migration taking place. Developing a migration plan based on a detailed understanding of the application dependencies will dramatically lower the risk of unexpected network costs and performance issues. Profiling workload performance requirements and dependencies provides insights into what applications should move to the cloud versus which should remain on-premise. The performance characteristics of a workload can yield significantly different cost profiles depending on the cloud service provider. Profiling application workloads and mapping them to cloud offerings and the associated costs enable cost comparisons based on the specific workloads being migrated. A cloud migration strategy should carefully consider application dependencies and optimize the migration groups and sequence. Developing a migration plan based on this detailed understanding of dependencies will dramatically lower the risk of unexpected network costs and performance issues. Cloud migration cost overruns and ongoing overspending due to over-provisioning are a few of the key risks that Vertana mitigates. Vertana addresses key cloud migration gaps before migrating applications to the cloud by providing the analysis and insights to make data-driven cloud migration decisions. This includes assessing application migration fitness, understanding application dependencies, reducing migration complexity, right-sizing cloud configurations, and validating cloud performance. Vertana's cloud migration process takes advantage of our unique product capabilities and intellectual property. Vertana provides an application-centric understanding of infrastructure performance and collects all of the data necessary to create a detailed inventory of the infrastructure components. This includes VMs, hosts, and data stores. We create application dependency maps and baseline and right-size the current on-premise environment. Analytics are run on the data collected by Virtual Wisdom to develop application and infrastructure profiles. These profiles are utilized by Virtual Wisdom to simulate the workload performance in the cloud and verify the application requirements can be met prior to migration. Cloud Wisdom provides the right-sized cloud instance types and optimized costs and monitors both cost and performance after the migration. Vertana's cloud migration readiness has been developed and proven over several years, helping our customers plan and execute cloud migrations. We've created a process with 4 basic stages, which build upon each other and can be executed at the pace of the customer's overall cloud migration journey. I'll talk about these phases and some of the deliverables as I move forward in the presentation. The cloud migration process produces deliverables both pre- and post-migration. Pre-migration activities provide insight into cloud migration dependencies, cost, and performance without moving the actual production workloads. The pre-migration deliverables focus on creating a detailed understanding of the current environment, baselining performance, understanding application dependencies, analyzing move scenarios and groups, profiling workloads, and mapping them to right-sized cloud configurations. Finally, simulating cloud performance and estimated cloud instance, storage, and network costs, all before migration takes place. Post-migration activities provide ongoing monitoring and analysis of the workload performance and cost in the cloud versus the service level expectations. The post-migration deliverables include cloud workload and performance and cost reports and tuning and remediation recommendations. AppDynamics application discovery combined with Vertana's infrastructure discovery and topology provides full stack mapping of the applications to the underlying compute, network, and storage infrastructure. AppDynamics creates flow maps of application interdependencies that monitor utilization and performance of application calls along the east-west axis of the data center. These flow maps focus on how applications and services use compute and network infrastructure. Vertana's application dependency maps capture all network dependencies between all entities in the data center to visualize east-west and north-south data center conversations as input to the data center migration plans. These detailed dependency maps, combined with AppDynamics flow maps, enable dependencies to be analyzed at a granular level and enable a cloud migration strategy to be developed. Determining the optimal applications and infrastructure to migrate and the sequence is a complex, iterative process. Vertana's analytics enable evaluation of multiple migration scenarios. For each scenario, the application dependencies, performance, and cost is analyzed. This approach enables a data-driven selection of the optimal migration scenario. AppDynamics provides an in-depth understanding of application performance characteristics to help plan and prioritize cloud infrastructure sizing. Vertana complements this with numerous out-of-the-box analytics to balance and right-size compute, network, and storage pre- and post-migration. Baselining and right-sizing infrastructure prior to migration can save millions in cloud over-provisioning. These are a few examples from actual customers that show the yearly cloud costs for an application and an entire data center in an as-is versus right-sized cloud configuration. What this means is if this customer would have moved their existing applications without performing the right sizing activity, they would have been spending over $2 million a year more than they needed to. Vertana's workload simulation and playback capabilities is unique in the industry. It allows testing workloads on the target cloud configurations. What-if scenarios can be run to determine the impact if workload compute, network, or storage requirements change substantially, or if alternate cloud configurations are utilized. One example is testing high-performance cloud storage versus a striped disk configuration using cheaper storage and comparing cost and performance to see if the application requirements are still met. We've seen situations where this can lead to 10x cost savings just through different storage configurations. Vertana's Cloud Wisdom provides the ongoing cloud infrastructure performance and capacity monitoring and cost optimization post-migration. The dynamic nature of the cloud makes these ongoing tools and processes critical for any cloud deployment. AppDynamics provides a detailed understanding of what components of applications are consuming cloud resources. This is complemented by Cloud Wisdom, which provides a deep analysis of the underlying infrastructure. The combination of AppDynamics and Vertana allow full-stack analysis and optimization of the application and infrastructure implementations in the cloud. AppDynamics and Vertana deliver unparalleled insights to de-risk your cloud journey and maximize its benefits. AppDynamics and Vertana provide an integrated approach to full-stack visibility and include critical migration capabilities. Some examples to summarize are application dependency mapping, cloud right-sizing, application workload testing, and ongoing cost and performance monitoring. Leveraging these combined capabilities make the cloud journey less daunting and allow customers to achieve the expected benefits more rapidly. Thank you for your time today. Vertana is thrilled to be an AppDynamics partner, and we wish you success on your cloud journey. For more information about Vertana's capabilities, please visit vertana.com.